stare right at her. Like, you tried. I was going to be here regardless. This is my seat.
He been saying this ever since season 1.
What's good? It's your boy Sheen.
Swizzy Targaryen.
And we are jumping back into the House of the Dragon. Last episode, we had one of the best episodes yet in House of the Dragon. So we about to see what all this death and war is going to lead up to in this episode. Make sure you guys head over to our Patreon and check out our Patreon. We have tons of content over there, uncut reactions, exclusives that aren't coming to YouTube, and then, you know, a bunch of things that are coming to YouTube that just aren't up there yet. So grab a couple weeks of content and enjoy your time over there. So click that link and sub up. We also got a link in the description for our Discord, so if you want to chat it up about House of the Dragon or any other series that we've reacted to so far, you can do so within the Discord, or you can jump over to Patreon and join us a free member. But without further ado, let's jump back into the House of the Dragon. Let's get it. Dragonstone.
He's hurt.
I think he gonna make Alan the heir to Valeria.
I'm killing Damon. You gotta go. I said Damon.
Amen.
Killing everybody. They probably didn't even get news. They just know she ain't come back. That bitch is moldy.
Traitor Dragon Maylease!
They brought her.
Slain at Brook's Rest by your king!
By your king.
Nah, they brought Maylease there.
Chop the head off.
Mark my words, this is a black omen.
You heard him? It's a black omen.
Yeah.
To do that to the dragon is crazy.
That's a big W though. You saw how
That
big
lets
the
you
head
know
is?
that it's really going. It's really getting on out there.
It's an abomination.
Rhaenyra will answer this.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory. If it was one.
Cause they know any day
No, it's not Rhaenys.
it's Aegon.
Yeah, they can't show him.
Well, that's the boy that said he was Targaryen.
Dragon Maylease!
I thought the dragons was gods.
Slain at Brook's Rest by your king!
I'm not jacking if they did that to Maylease. Not gonna lie.
They still got them people up hanging.
See them got
bro.
their faces from the crows eating them.
Yeah. Aiming like y'all got two bodies with Vhagar. So that boy picked up his knife.
She know that he did something to him.
The reason I think he's not dead too is because Aemon took out his sword like he was about to like just kill him. Unless he was about to end the dragon off because it was dying, but I don't know.
But Aegon not dead, I don't think. He fell high as shit though. That's that boy hurting if he did.
Yeah. But they got him in this like casket, so he must be dead.
It's gonna remind her of a series.
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us
Okay.
for the moment.
Yep, and it's gonna be just like for series. Somebody's gonna have to ruin his stead. Ooh. This one got stuck in his. Ooh.
That shit is melted to his skin, bro.
Ooh.
He wasn't even supposed to be out there.
Oh my gosh.
I know that shit stinks.
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
Of course.
Now she thinking about how she treated him. Like. Oh my god.
If he wakes up, he's gonna be able to say that Aemon did it.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
And it ain't gonna be you, mother.
We will never speak about what happened. Exactly what happened to her.
We took the castle at the cost of some 900 men. Sunfire was long in the dying.
The king. Sir Kristen, what befell him?
His Grace fought valiantly.
You can't even look at her and saying it.
And Haymond?
Ruthless.
What was his part in this?
I could not say.
Then they're not even giving praise to him though. Like Aemon did everything.
Marches about the Crown lands unchallenged. Duskendale and Rook's Rest are gone. We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred?
Yeah, he been talking.
Yeah, bro.
this
Like
whole-
get him out of here by now.
But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war?
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex heretofore has not been much privy to the strategies of battle.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Exactly. So shut up.
So is their rule like what, 80 years or something?
Yeah. Like this guy over here rapping just high on adrenaline and didn't do anything yet.
Send to Maidenpool and to Cracklaw Point. Let them man their garrisons and give them stores or weapons if they find them wanting. Our allies must be
We
ready.
must answer Rook's Rest, Duskendale.
They are lost already, but Vagar is depleted after such a hard-fought battle.
Yeah.
If Aegon is dead, we will soon know it.
'Twould be a victory in name only. They will soon prop up another in its stead.
If we can strike King's Landing before their dragon is recovered...
Then I myself must do it.
My queen, you are the crown.
Jace is the only one in that book.
And then Damon's not around, so it can just be like easy, like, yo, Damon, go handle what you got to. But she about to send Bayla.
Damn.
She either gonna die or earn her stripes. Like, it's nothing else
Send
that...
both. You gotta send Jace and Bayla. Her to it.
Where are you going?
To Harrenhal, he must affirm his loyalty to my mother and report his standing.
And you think you will tame him? When the Queen herself could not?
To scout, to fight. Whilst I'm here being forced to play the coddled princeling, it's humiliating,
She
Bayla.
only protects you. You are the succession.
Then I must be seen to act for her claim and mine.
Your little ass up and Damon put you in a chokehold.
Or aim and catch that boy out there flying.
I must act.
I feel him though, like he hasn't done anything, and she just, like he said, she's coddling him.
If his men had a direct route into the Riverlands, we would not have to wait for Damon to act. I will treat with the Freys to secure it.
Man, talk to your mom first.
Yeah.
The hour is late, and my dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit and renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
Keep saying me.
The Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt.
Be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem?
You don't want to die right now. Go ahead and bend that knee.
We choose fire.
Alright, you don't gotta go nowhere.
Yo, Caraxe's voice is so tough.
You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. I came here to raise swords, not corpses.
They are pig-headed, intransigent.
They would rather burn than succumb.
That's loyalty.
Exactly the kind of men I need.
Yeah.
Then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuading.
They are unyielding in battle, but every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
You gonna kill the woman or some shit?
I think they might assassinate the Lord, and then it's kind of like up in the air at that point. That's a cold castle right there.
Many and more armies have broken themselves against my bloody gate. The Eyrie itself is impregnable, unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection, a dragon.
Then she has exceeded your terms. She sent 2.
Both still wet from the egg.
I do not recall you specifying the size of the beast in your request.
Will you goad me, child? When your bread and shelter now depend on my pleasure.
The dragons will grow in time.
I don't have time. I mislike feeling powerless.
So do I.
Damn, that hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Raina.
The way they spoke at my small council today. They speak around me, not to me. Oh, they would make me queen, but they wish to keep me here, confined.
They betray their own smallness.
And war has ever been for men to make.
You are your father's chosen successor.
He did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk.
Will you send to him?
For too long I have looked to him for strength.
Kristen Cole made a mistake, parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen. They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace. Do not underestimate your subjects.
She was down there. She was in them trenches.
Just have Jace fly over there. Just fly over it, over at King's Landing.
You
Come
cannot
back.
do. Let others do for you. There is more than one way to fight a war.
It's no cap. How them boys turn up in their fucking rig? Come on, bro.
How the people turn on King's Landing and
now they gotta worry about the people and what's going on with the dragons?
She's sending her.
The thought of her lying in a field, broken amongst her enemies.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Melees?
She snuck into the dragon pit.
She knew that place better than any elder.
My father was furious. His own mother's dragon, the fastest beast ever known, and she'd have none of him, but bent her neck to Rhaenys.
She was fierce, in love and in anger. She did not always care for me.
God, they was beefing at one point.
For what she gave me in the end. I'm grateful. You are very like her in some ways. And with her gone, I must rely on you, I think. Would you give this to your grandsire?
Damon.
I need to leave.
The finest swordsman.
Who's
the
that?
fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart, but he lacked your constitution. Viserys was unsuited for the crown, but you, Damon, you were made to
This is a
wear it.
dream, I think.
Yeah, I know, but who is that though?
I'm not going home because he getting the ghost cheeks. Like, what's going on?
If only you'd been born first.
That's Viserys' wife.
Son.
Oh no, that's his mom?
The fuck?
That boy having time skips.
Shorty looking at him like, bro.
I'm not hungry.
Is she
I would say,
poisoning him?
given the rather dire news from Rook's Rest.
Let me drink that drink.
I believe Willem Blackwood is bringing House Bracken to heel. We must ready the castle to receive a great host.
I venture there are smiths and armourers to be found near Nutton and Riverbend.
Well, send for them and levy the farmers from Antlers to High Heart.
There's, of course, the matter of payment. Larys transferred his family's wealth to King's Landing.
Wow.
I rather thought, Your Grace, as emissary to the Queen, perhaps she could provide the necessary coin if you could only write to her.
No. Paranol is my command. I shall guarantee the payment myself. You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the Queen?
Well, the king.
There it is, then.
Consort.
Yeah, bro.
He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within.
He definitely got internal bleeding and shit.
I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake. I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate
What you looking at?
lies with the gods now.
She's terrified to make Aemon king.
A king cannot rule in his sleep.
I will instead.
The realm will have noticed his absence, but now we must name a regent to take his place until he recovers.
Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
Larry's.
I myself served in this role for my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemon. Agreed.
Aemond is young, and his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
They don't agree to that.
Yeah.
Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. My experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Larys.
He gonna agree.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemon.
It's not your time.
Would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen. What say you?
He couldn't even look at her when he said that. He a traitor. He know what Aemon did.
Aemond is the next in line.
It must be him.
It's agreed then.
Here, let me take that seat. Stare right at her. Like, you try. I was going to be here regardless. This is my seat.
You've been saying this ever since season 1.
What is our standing in the Riverlands?
The banners of House Tully are in disarray, Your Grace. Prince Daemon has little hope of fielding an army of any size for now.
Tell me, Lord Strong.
She uncomfortable.
Counsel of a man who leaves the jewel of the Riverlands to be.
It's like nobody want to hear her anymore.
Grown weary of the sea snake's blockade.
So have we.
She understanding the
city spreading.
The impact that her decision had of making Aegon the fucking king.
Merchants.
But ultimately, I didn't even make Aegon king. I made Aemon king.
If you really think
What are
about
your
it.
tasks? Someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Finally.
The city's safe no longer.
She draw. That's the last person you want
There's no
as
food.
king, man.
We must get out.
And where would you have us go? North, maybe?
Cause I think in Alicent's mind, she was like, "There's nobody worse that can rule than Aegon."
Let such an affront
And
go
then now
unchallenged.
she's seen Aemon develop into becoming king.
My brother will have room.
You would have me turn beggar.
She said Rhaenyra would never let something like this happen.
Are we not beggars already? Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
Oh yeah, that's the
King has promised
blacksmith.
payment.
The king has lied.
With Otto there, they would have got their payment.
Stay and wait for his empty promises, husband.
I'm out of here.
With them, you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Damn. That was a doggy kid. That's not it.
That is the dog he kicked.
For real?
Yeah, It's been sitting next to his body ever since he got hung or hanged.
Stank.
Seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands?
Aemond is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is, what he has somehow become. Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
What I saw at Rook's Rest.
What?
Their armor melted. There were men walking, they were on fire.
We have given the war to the dragons.
You got the biggest dragons. Yeah.
And what of justice? Of temperance, or is strength now to be our only god?
Aemon is the god.
So you cast me aside?
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Is this who you are, Alison?
I did not ask to be spared. And I did not give you leave to speak my name.
But she's tweaking though. You ain't really see what them dragons do.
Yeah, bro.
Them
That's
shits fly up on
something.
you.
Like
You
you
just land
haven't-
on the ground, pick you up, throw you in the air. Like, you ain't really see that?
They trying to leave and they not letting them. Yeah, they're closing the gates.
They're climbing the gate.
I need to get out of here. Or are they going inside the Red Keep? I think that's what they were trying to do. Now they were trying to leave.
You trying.
By order of Aemon Targaryen, Prince Regent and Protector of the Realm.
Aemond.
Does he mean the king? Turn to your homes! We want me!
Yo, It's Jace.
Means death to bear steel against your liege, as I'm sure my prince is aware.
Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west.
We need to check him before he reaches River Run.
And if Stark's army's too slow, winter's nigh upon us.
Our hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen. Our fear lies in Vhagar.
You fear a dragon, leagues away, when mine own sits outside your walls.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do.
Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in two places at once.
Or three.
Don't want his dragon to stay there.
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle.
You want Harrenhal?
You better not start making deals he can't uphold.
Yeah.
For that, my mother will want more than your crossing. Bent knees.
Making moves though.
Yeah.
Bro. She gonna be mad as shit though.
Because now, like, they can't have any empty promises. That's what the green side is doing. Like, they telling people that we'll get you money if you do this for us and stuff, and they haven't. But Rhaenyra's been giving everybody what they've asked for so far.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Sometimes you do. Hey.
Nah, she did something to my man. It's getting worse and worse.
She said them halls is haunted, boy.
As soon as I seen that first night I'm out.
You're born to wield a sword, but not so much an axe.
Yeah, my man out there actually helping. He's crazy.
There are others who would sit idle and wait for their claims to be brought to them. Let it not be said that Daemon Targaryen failed to dirty his hands in this war.
Oh, let me see them. I hear strange things from Brackenland, from Stonehenge, and Lambswold, and Moray. What I hear in the wind. Cries of anguish. Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
War is a terrible thing.
Well, that's what he sent the men to do.
Mm-hmm.
These are crimes against the innocent that any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you haven't mistaken me for an upright man. They will perhaps think better of their decision if their children's lives are staked on it.
Is that the kind of army you would raise? Men who hate you, who serve you under duress?
Well, once they agree to serve me, I'll treat them fairly.
And once again, in the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
The realm will suffer if Aemon One Eye rules.
Get away, one eye.
They will cut you down soon as wish you good day.
I'd heard the same thing about you. But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
No, bro.
I'll cut your head off right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side.
See?
King and Queen.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
Why'd she say that?
She be killing them every time.
Lord Amos has pledged his banner to you. House Bracken is yours.
Call Sir William here so that I might congratulate him. The Blackwoods will be feted in these halls.
You don't know that deal that Jace just made, though.
Yeah.
So it's fucking everything he just planning to do.
My castle is a tomb. Empty. Haunted.
The wealth you brought back from Yi Ti and Ashai, inspiring awe and envy. I wonder if any of them knew it was all for her.
Yeah. He need this moment right here with his daughter, man.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
That's not his daughter. That's his granddaughter.
I'm bugging,
Even the
yeah.
death of my wife does not content her. And she not asked enough of my house. Does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Pledge your peace to King's Landing, then. They will accept it most gleefully.
Rather, I would sail into the west and be lost.
You have done so before.
Oh,
At great
nah.
cost to yourself and those who loved you. Rhaenys was not only your wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess, the queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, in Dragonfire, the way my mother chose,
Damn, that is
and
true.
the way I myself wish to meet my end.
Sound like Rhaenys.
No cat.
I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished, as Rhaenys herself should have. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Yeah, that's all I needed to say.
Yeah, I'm walking right
You
behind
make your own
granddaughter.
decision.
Yeah, I ain't letting you. Come on. We in this shit together, man.
I would make you my heir.
Yeah.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
She's so crazy for
Nah,
that.
wait, she just did that?
Like, nah, I can't take this over. That's not for me.
I'm here to kill shit. I make peace.
It's gonna have to be his bastard son.
You were correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. And I have perhaps erred in waiting for him to prove himself. I wish you to go to Harrenhal. You and your house served my father well, and I know you will never accept the Hightower claim. We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands, but I will not send a message by Raven for Daemon to disregard. Find out his state of mind and his intentions.
You gonna kill him.
He wanna rule, bruh. He don't wanna listen to you. She know
Whether he
that.
means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
Have you known Daemon to lack in daring? Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
She would have forgot that shit as soon as we got on the boat. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
right. Right, that's showing a piece of paper.
What she say? Oh, yeah. This guy going behind Rhaenyra. He went behind Viserys' back with the crab feeder. Now he going behind Rhaenyra's back trying to do this.
Give it up, my boy. You're not king.
So if y'all win, are you gonna fight Rhaenyra?
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now? What godless hour is it?
The wolf.
It's because of the deal Jace made.
Yeah. He gonna be like, oh shit, like, my young boy actually doing what he got to.
Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed?
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood.
The sacred steps on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children.
But these other acts.
The Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon their
have seen
old
my fair
rivals.
share of their...
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red
See?
dragon on black.
Now he gotta go deal with them.
A terrible war is being fought in these lands. Looked after our girls.
You need to go home, dumbass.
He like, yo, you gonna say something?
Did nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his
Oh,
son's
no,
arms.
go.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
Oh, your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
The Riverlands are an ancient place, and dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
You just fucked it up.
Yeah, look at this fucking guy. I said this like 2 episodes ago, this was gonna happen. That Daemon doing his own thing and splitting up Team Black is gonna fuck shit up.
Move along, lass.
I have an errand for the Lady Massaria.
I thought she was dead.
Would she die without collecting her due?
Most people want out these days.
She walked up with the red on too. She kind of tripping.
Melinda.
Yeah, that's the girl. This is basically showing us what would have happened if Daemon would have ascended the throne.
Was it worth the price?
Yep.
Helena be on everything.
I got waking up.
Man, she ain't give a damn about my boy.
Yeah, like even though he was doing like wild shit, but like it was all for her attention, bro, and she was acting like an a-hole. Now she wanna act like she care about him. Yeah, I don't think that boy waking up.
Damn. He up.
Yeah,
he gonna tell her that Aemon did it.
He's sitting the throne now. He not giving that back to him. Got you some knees. Got somebody bending.
Visenya.
Vhagar's first rider.
Somebody was talking about her in the comments.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood at the twins?
He wishes for the phrase to be granted Harrenhal.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine, my lord, I'm a dragon rider as well. Sending others to fight and be felled in my name. Even you've managed to do your part.
You are the queen, the tie that binds us. No harm can come
And
to
you
you.
are my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baelor cannot bear the burden alone.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did?
Oh, damn. Damn. He ain't thinking about that one.
No, that's what I said. You out flying.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Aemond will not wait long to press his advantage, and then what? But if all else fails, it is I who must fight.
And you gotta stay alive to fucking rule after me.
But Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons, and one of them is slain.
Yeah.
I need dragons.
Go find them wild things.
We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me.
There is Rhaena.
Who nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I would not risk it again.
What? You gotta take them risks. Nah, Rhaena get Vermithor. It's over.
There are those of our line who never ruled.
The bastards.
Those who married into other noble houses. Blood would be thin. And yet,
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it.
Oh shit, the bull who got the daughter.
Yeah.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
They might have just got the upper hand. I think they got 3 dragons. We got like 10, babe.
There could be scores of them.
Shout out to all the Targaryens that was doing the wild shit. And got the bastards out there. That's the only upper hand y'all got right now.
They got all them scrolls. Yeah, right.
That's
right.
Ooh, yeah, I was about to say one of them might have to try and take Thor. All right, y'all, that was the end of episode 5 right there, House of the Dragon, and we are starting to have even more stuff heat up. Rhaenyra and that boy Jace came up with a great thought to get some of these bastards of the Targaryens to Dragonstone and try and claim dragons to up their army up their strength in the army that they have. That's gonna be an interesting thing because, like Rhaenyra said, dragons will only accept dragon lords to ride them, so it's gonna be difficult for them to actually get this to work. But if it does, that's just adding a big strength to the Team Black side. So can't wait to see how that goes down. That boy Aemon is sitting upon the chair. Like I said during the reaction, this is like if Daemon would have got his reign and was able to sit the throne, this is what everything would have looked like, because Aemon and Daemon are basically like split images of each other. So we're gonna see how Aemon decides to rule over King's Landing. He already made a decision to make the people stay within the castle and the realm. I'm not gonna say he's already off on a bad foot, but like things are crumbling, so he has to figure out a way to get the small folk on his side, and he knows that. So we're gonna see what decisions he decides to make, and if they're able to, persuade the small folk into believing in Team Green. Aegon hurt but not dead, so I don't know what's gonna happen once he wakes, but if Aemon shows his strength and gains the support of the small folk, I don't think they're gonna want Aemon to come back and rule. So it might be problems within the green team, the green side, like there is on the black side with Daemon and Rhaenyra. Daemon trying to do his own thing and basically gain power and take over King Landing himself so he can reign. But we're gonna see how these problems resolve and what leads next in this war, because this war is not over anywhere close. So can't wait.
It's gonna be weird or interesting to see how all these deals they're making is gonna cross over one another, and then how the houses are gonna be able to go through this plan when everything is finally said and done with. If those houses that are making deals are even still, alive at that point. I don't know what they're gonna do with this whole lineage thing. If they can get 2 more people or a couple more people to ride those wild dragons, then that just gave them the upper hand that they've been needing at that point. If they do lose some of the houses, and they do bend the knee to Alicent and them, that won't really matter because 10,000 men is worth 1 dragon, you know what I mean? So if that's the case, they can take Vhagar by surprise. They only have 1 dragon left, which is Vhagar. So they had Vhagar and Sunfire. Sunfire is gone. They may have 1 more up their sleeves that we might not know about, but at the same time, they have Caraxes, they have Rhaenyra's dragon, Jace's dragon, Baela, and then they also, I know it's not time right now, but they also have 6 other dragons that they gave to wherever Rhaena, wherever she is. So
and she can claim a dragon still.
It's crazy to understand how much power the dragons hold, and then also to see what's happening in King's Landing with the town folk. I don't blame them. At the same time, if I was like someone like that and I knew like the power that the dragons had, and like they called them gods, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, if them bitches flew around, there's nothing you can do, bro. Even if you got like how King's Landing got the big ass arrows set up to try to take them down, once they get up on you and they get rid of them, there's nothing else you can do, you know what I mean? And to have such a thought about them and then to see, well, you can't really say that because in this lifetime, like Rhaenyra said, nobody has seen war, they only saw peace. But to never hear about people bringing the dragon's heads through, you would think that was like bad luck too, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you like disobeying the gods at that point, like something's gonna happen. If they continue to bring like the small folk over to Rhaenyra's side, then that's just more power that she has. So people may in return, even though they're not skilled enough, they still might pick up a sword and go against Alicent and them. So that's more people there, but I'm definitely excited to see how they finish off this season. At some point, they're gonna have to pick up the fighting again because of Aemon being in charge. So if you enjoyed the reaction, make sure you like the video, comment down below, let us know your thoughts on it, hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, so you know if I enjoyed this video. So we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all love and support, man. We're gonna be trying to I'm gonna try to get Lord of the Rings done for this weekend. I know we leave on Friday, so if not, it'll be up sometime next week, but y'all get part 1 tomorrow. But love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Till the next video.
The kids reacted.